All right, you guys, this is a really sad story out of Miami, Florida. 27-year-old Christian Abumseli from Dallas, Texas, was stabbed to death by his girlfriend, Courtney Clenny. She was arrested, but no charges have been filed because the police is trying to find out if it was done in self-defense. And get this, there's a complicated law that may prevent her from being charged. Witnesses say the couple has a long history of domestic violence, and the police was called at least 7 times in the last month. Let's take a look at the news video about the incident.
Tonight, there are many unanswered questions after a stabbing death in Miami.
A man allegedly killed by his own girlfriend. So why hasn't she been charged? Local 10's Nella Sabovic live with details on this. Nella.
The big question is here, was this done in self-defense? Miami police investigators say that this is an ongoing and very active investigation. Meantime, we spoke with a group of friends that knew this couple very well, and they detail a rocky relationship.
It's just heartbreaking. Everyone is just so devastated.
This trio was very close to 27-year-old Christian Abumseli and his girlfriend, who they've identified as 25-year-old Courtney Clenny, an OnlyFans model and Instagram influencer. So when police reported that Abumseli was fatally stabbed by Clenny on Sunday inside their Miami apartment, the friends were left speechless. They portray a very violent relationship at the hands of only one person.
I've seen her hit him. I've never seen him hit her.
Officers say there was a struggle before Abumseli was stabbed in the shoulder. He died at the hospital. Investigators are still trying to figure out what happened and if Clenny acted in self-defense.
From what we've personally experienced between the both of them, we believe that Christian wouldn't put her in a position where she would need to stab him to protect herself.
One neighbor who tells me that he has a very clear view of the couple's apartment said a week before the stabbing, things were off and that Clenny was the one getting physically abused.
I could not tell if it was open-handed or closed-handed, but he was swinging at her.
Police say in the past 3 months, they've responded to multiple disturbance calls at the couple's apartment. Their mutual friends are still trying to process what went wrong.
Even though that we really lost Christian only, it feels like we also lost Courtney at the same time because we didn't think that this is as far as it would have gone.
And following the stabbing, Clenny was detained. She was brought here to the police department for questioning, and during that process, she was threatening to kill herself. So officers took her to the hospital where she was Baker acted. As it stands at this moment, she has not been charged.
So like I said, this is a very sad situation, and I wish it didn't happen. I believe it could have been prevented. You know, this young man is gone, and he is no longer here to tell his side of the story. In relationships with a lot of arguing, fighting, and the police has to intervene, it's time to step away from that type of relationship because not all relationships are good for you. And this is part of the abuse cycle, which is the honeymoon phase where everybody's happy, all is good. And then there's the tension phase, which there's a lot of arguing going on, verbal abuse. Seems like you're walking on eggshells. And then there's the explosive phase, when there's physical abuse, sexual abuse, property destruction. You know, most relationships begin in the honeymoon phase when everything seems all good and both parties are happy. A lot of times in this phase, you miss red flags because you're so mesmerized with that person or infatuated with that person. But once both parties become comfortable around each other, that is when you start seeing a person's true self. And if they're toxic, you'll start seeing their toxic behaviors. So please walk away. And no, it is okay to walk away from relationships. You know, some people think that it's really hard, and it can be. But it's better for you to be in a healthy relationship than be in an unhealthy relationship. So that is all for today. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Thanks again for watching.